Okay, hello everybody, this is the EpicGamingGuru, and yes, I've come back to actually shockingly make a response video. Also, sorry if the video quality is a little bit shady and the audio might be a little bit shady too. My mic is way the hell over here, and I have to respond all the way over here. So yeah, there's a couple of things that have happened recently where I made like a whole 9-part entire short series of me breaking down a couple of PCs, which I haven't even fully finished yet. I believe the second PC, I'm honestly just going to go ahead and break that down in the whole video itself, because to make that into one giant freaking huge long series of a short is going to be completely pointless. So I did want to throw that out there if you guys were worried about wondering what was inside the other PC. Don't worry, I will get into it internally in the future, but this is not what this video is about. It's mainly about the fact that yes, I made a huge mistake on my shorts, and I think it was between part 4 to part 5, where I talked about breaking down my PCs, and when I immediately broke down the Toshiba, I think it was the X70 or the Quiz Mayo series. I'm pretty sure it was an X70 because the X70 series is the one that had 32 gigs of RAM with a hybrid apparently mix of both an SSD drive and apparently HD drives. Now what I messed up on is when I opened it up to the back side of it, or in this case the underbelly of it, I ended up immediately calling out what I saw an SSD drive, because they're almost the same size when you look at a regular SSD drive and one of these weird laptop HD drives. They're almost the exact same size, same length, same width, but they're not the same. Obviously, I know the difference between an HD drive and an SSD. I even have a big ass example right here about the size of my goddamn head that's an HD drive. And they're another good example of what I could have done, which I should have just done in the video. Even if I was tired, it was kind of inexcusable to do that. I could have just looked at the sticker up front, because both of them had a sticker up front, and if you guys look close enough, which I think you could barely see it. Ah, there we go. Sometimes they'll have it hidden a little bit, but yep, right there is just desktop hard drive. The other one, the way it showed on the laptop variants of these though, by the way, the laptop one is about nearly half the size of this, believe it or not. It's a very, very, very small HD drive, so it was really confusing me, and I should have just looked at the front label and then just read, oh, this is a hard drive, even though I would have been horribly disappointed. So, and I was a bit disappointed when I found out what it was. Now, if you guys are wondering if I don't know the difference between an SSD and an HD drive, well, there was actually an SSD in there, and here it is, a tiny little baby, no more about the length of my thumb. It's almost the size of my thumb. My thumb's actually just a little bit smaller than this. It's actually yeah, this is a full Toshiba solid state drive. I don't know if the camera could catch it. I'm gonna try very, very hard to get this to capture, but I really don't want to take it out of the bag, because this thing is being sold, and I've already sold the other PC parts as well. And yes, do not give me some crap in the comments. It was labeled correctly. They are what they were. Well, they are what they are is what I should say. But anyways, yeah, it's really hard to see that. It's very blurry. Again, Logitech 1080p camera, yet somehow it can't focus on small objects that well, unfortunately. But either way, that is another example of an SSD drive. There was also the Golden Fair SSD drives and so on. But yes, I know the difference between an HD drive and an SSD, okay? And the thing that really bothered me about making those shorts was the fact that it was a whole part series. A lot of people were looking at just part 4, part 5, but it's weird because there's not a single person in the comment section, because I got like 3 hate comments just today, and I knew it was just gonna grow into a fire. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain this right now. In part 1 of the shorts, I literally said I'm going to break apart these PCs, whether they would have been the laptops. It could have also just been a desktop, because PCs just stand for personal computer. I could have literally just broken down the laptops and just fit the parts into my PC, which I did. I replaced these big ass HD drives, which are humongous, for the small HD drives that I found in the Toshiba series Quiz Mayo, or the X70. Like that, well, there's a lot of, like, it's not just X70, it's like a whole entire, it's like a paragraph title for freaking laptop. I don't know why they made it that long. But anyways, yeah, like I just replaced the HD drives. That's all I did. And unfortunately, I couldn't find anything else on that PC that I could fit into this one that was basically going to make it a lot better. There was only a space for memory upgrades. I could technically buy an SSD now, brand spanking new, you know, for $200 from what I made from the Toshiba that I just broke down alone. And if you guys are wondering how much I made, I'll go ahead and let you guess. It was between 0 and 400, and from there you could probably figure it out. I would be surprised if you guys do. The thing is that aside from that, there were some angry comments that I got, and they're pretty bad. Bruh. Like, the 3 angry comments that I saw, like, I couldn't believe it. I'm lost for words. I'm legitimately lost for words. I know the lighting kind of messed up a bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and respond to these anyways, because I think if I responded with saying that an SSD is an HD drive is pretty bad, which it is, okay? Not gonna deny that. I'm deeply sorry for that. But these comments were so unethical. Like, oh my god. So, I deleted these comments, by the way. You're not gonna find these anymore on the part 5 of that video. And for those who posted these comments, just why? So the first comment is, him, new RAM stick, also him, proceeds to show a 10-year-old Toshiba laptop. Dude. I never, in my video, I said they looked new. Like, as in the RAM sticks look like there was not a speck of dust or anything like that. I never said that, oh, these are the brand new DDR3s. Like, what? No. I know that there's DDR5s and above right now. I mean, I'm not, like, outdated when it comes to PC parts. I mean, my freaking PC alone cost me $1,600 with all the pre-built parts into it. They could have sent it to me in parts and I could have been able to assemble it. Like, and that would have been kind of a fun video if I could, to be honest. Or if they would have, I would have loved it. The thing is that, yeah, I kept the RAM sticks. They do look at that. They do look new. I mean, I'm not wrong. They're not covered in dust or anything. They look like they were brand new out of the box. And for those who don't know, RAM sticks can last a very long time as long as you don't obviously open your PC and start messing with them and so on. Like me, I just did that because I was able to securely get them out. I just opened the lock hatchets on the sides and then just took them out. I know that they're not called like lock, they're just called hatches, but yeah, I just snapped them open and then took out the RAM sticks. And also, whoever does not unlock the RAM sticks before taking them out, please don't do that. Don't do that, please. So yeah, no, I never said that they were brand spanking new. I didn't even say the laptop was brand new either. That's also a complete bullshit lie. I literally have said in part 1 that it was an old laptop. They're both old, just one looks newer than the other, and that was about it. I never said, like, these are the brand spanking new laptops immediately out of a shop or something. Like, no, I never said that. All right, so the next one. Yeah, totally a PC showing us a video of a laptop. I deleted this one anyways. I deleted it anyways. I know it was probably satire. I hope that was satire. I sincerely hope that that was satire. Because this doesn't look like a joke. This guy looks like he legitimately posted that in and completely believes his words 100%. So, not gonna comment anything on that. I'm moving on. I'm not even gonna say anything about that. Okay, SSD drives. Boy, what's the point of this video? You lost? Wait, what? Do you mean like you lost or like, what? Like, are you saying, like, if I'm lost in the video trying to break down the PC, like, what do you mean by you lost? Like, I don't get you. Like, do you mean, like, oh, do you need help trying to break that PC down? Do you need help trying to identify the parts? Like, well, the answer to all that is no. I broke down the entire PC. In fact, hold on, guys. Let me show you this real quick, because it's a good example as to how much I broke that PC down, so you all can get an idea of how very well I ended up taking it apart. Just give me a split second. So I ended up taking apart the PC completely to the point where I stripped it down to nothing but this motherboard. Yep. The whole entire PC right here, its main base. Completely stripped all the way through. It is missing one certain part. There is an extension that was supposed to go out here through, which I'm trying to see where it is exactly, because These PC parts are always so weird, especially one like this where the back side of it here, this is actually the bottom of the laptop. It had 2 RAM sticks right here, believe it or not. They fit right in here, and then you snap them down into place once you have the hatches closed. And it has the same thing on the other side, except these ones are top layered hatches, which is kind of cool. I think I can move. Okay, nope, I don't think you can once you remove them. You have to replace in the sticks. Yep. You have to slide one to the bottom and then one to the top side. It's not the same way as I thought that my motherboard had it. But this is pretty interesting. So yeah, like I literally took everything out. The CPU system was right here. RAM sticks were set right here. The graphics card was right here. So yeah, like I fully stripped down the PC. I wasn't lost or anything. I just literally did the video for fun. Like I really don't get where these comments directions were going. Like I never, the first one I never said anything. The second one was just, I hope was satire. The third one, I was trying to tell the dude, like, I'm not lost. I generally did take it fully apart. And this is not the only fully stripped one that I'm going to do. There's also the other one that I have just sitting over there. Now, if you guys are wondering, like, why am I holding it like this? Isn't the motherboard technically resellable? Yes and no. You see, when I was taking this PC apart, unfortunately, this motherboard specifically is not exactly one that people really want, because for most laptop motherboards, that's never usually the case. That's why when I take apart PCs, I'm still careful with it in case somebody just like wants it for free. That way I could get rid of it without necessarily like destroying it or anything, because I really do not want to get rid of any form of PC parts that I know somebody out there else can use for whatever reason. So I am still going to hold on to it. It still has generally every single part on there. Not a single part was destroyed on this thing. Every little thing is still on here the same. There's not a single thing missing on it that would not have been on the PC the way I had it originally. So yeah, like everything here is still fully stabilized and should still function. I'm just very careful with it right now and only grabbing it down the middle because that's the most where it's balanced from. So either way, I hope you all enjoyed this video though. I know that my responses may have been a little bit harsh, but anyways, I'm also going to say right now, thank you for anybody who responded positively to me. Like, I understand that I made a mistake on that video, as I explained at the beginning of this one, that I did not mean to, again, call an SSD an HD drive or vice versa. Did not mean to do that at all. Highly apologizing for that. I really should not be making videos while I'm tired. So either way, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna have to put this back carefully, and I hope you all have a good one, and I will go ahead and try to break down that PC in the future that I have extra of, that little laptop. I'll see you all next time. Tell me what you all thought about everything here in the comment section, and I'll see you all till then.